versus Sake. My bad, I'm messing up the map. So here we go. We're on the Sake. Gifted does get the first blood and for the New York SubPar. And we are sitting the Mixie P1. Teams are going back and forth. Gifted does get the last kill, Shampoo. I mean, that's Shampoo with the last kill. New York SubPar will get this opening time for this P1. Let's see how Sasky Shotgunners respond.
Yeah, this is obviously one of the new maps. It's very rotation heavy. We'll have to see that here, as you can. I mean, honestly, almost on all 5 hills, you can lock down a full 60. P1 might be a little bit difficult, but all the other hills, it's very, conceivable that you can lock down a full 60. So it's gonna be very rotation heavy. New York, though, big start for them. 29 seconds early, and now the rotation coming in is going to try to find more of these kills, and this would be big as he finds 2. That's going to be huge. You still got player number 6 in D-Ron in the back. Got to find him, but that was a huge break there for Sasky as New York was looking to get a big lead early. Still mixy in this time, but finally Sasky comes out on top. I got to worry about player number 5 and Gifted still in and around this hill, looking for his teammates to help him in this play. Now the break coming in, and Jorge finding the kill there, and looking for the player's side door as well. That is a mixy P2 right now, but Sasky doing a good job of holding this hill. They stabilize. Now, again, with 26 seconds left, New York, is it even worth pushing this hill? Probably not. You can set up new and get a full 60 there. And say they do it, but they're pushing up, and they might flip themselves out. If they're not careful, they do exactly that. And that is a not a great play for 10 seconds. I gotta say.
Yeah, man, probably not a platinum like play, but I mean, I guess they just wasn't paying attention. They really wanted to break in. They really felt like it was very mixy, but Sasky Shotgunners are going to start off opening time on this P3, 56-36. That is the score line for Sasky Shotgunners, and they have this early lead. These hills that just been mixy. Both teams are coming in. We do see a break coming in now from the New York SubPar. They do find the kills in the kill feed. Looking for that one last player in the back. They find him. New York SubPar are in. I think they were just probably going in for that last break to warm up their gunnies. So okay, so the teams are gonna flip on us. So the colors are gonna stay the same, but the teams are gonna flip. So the team that's in the hill currently right now is the Sasky Shotgunners right now. They're currently taking the lead back on this P3, and now we see this rotation going in for New York, and now they got to start stabilizing, getting themselves back into this game.
Yeah, and after all that, Sasky with that late break there onto that P3, and they were fine with pushing that P2. They broke that right away. It's going to be New York again on this opening time here. They are trying to get themselves back into this one, but that is a quick kill feed there, and right into the time here is Sasky, and look at those New York players spawning all the way out. A chance here for Sasky to run this up just a little bit. Going to try to push up the map here and try to find these kills, but it's not going their way, and just like that, another 4 down the other way. This has been an interesting start to this map, I gotta say.
Yeah, man. I mean, I thought New York just like hit that P2 against the warm up their gunnies, and their gunny was warmed up now. But New York SubPar was like, no, we're right back in this. You're not gonna stretch this game away. This is a new hard point into Saki, and I mean, me just really seeing it really for like the second time I've seen it the first time in this weekend, but this is like the second time I'm really seeing it, not really seeing it much in ranked. So just seeing it right now play out, it's just be played out against 93-90 lead as we're going into this P5. I believe it's P5 now. So I mean, the rotation like is on for the New York SubPar as they can get some of these kills to work out in their favor. There was 2 kills that worked out for the New York SubPar before there is a trade. This is going to start off favorable for Sasky right now. They're trying to, stretch, just trying to get themselves back in this game, trying to get a lead to work out in their favor, and trying to make sure that they do not get too far behind in this hard point.
Control around this time right now. New York trying to find these kills now, looking for 1, finding 2. So it's going to be a pit and strip kill feed, and Sasky will come out on top. So, I mean, it's been a very back and forth hard point at this point in time. It's been a lot of, all right, 4 down and 4 down the other way. We're seeing that again. Now, the rotation going back over to P1. We're basically where we started, close to a tie game here, going back to this P1. See if any team can pull away in the second set of rotations again. With it being so rotation heavy, it does feel like a map where you can chain hills together if you play your cards right. So it's close now, but we'll see if that changes at any point.
Back in the bar, man. This is another map with a bar. You know, the drinks are being served up. Sasky Shotgunners are in control of this hill, but that nade did back them up. BBD slam with a big two-piece. D-Ron follows it up with a third. Now it's all up to Vibes. See if he can bring the Vibes to the bar. And he does find one, but could not find the second. Hill still in control for Sasky Shotgunners. New York SubPar trying to fight him, but they just keep getting taken down by BB Slam. He is just slamming them, but it just wasn't enough, as there is a break now in for New York SubPar. Just keeping this game close. 126, pretty much tie game, as we're getting ready to rotate over to P2. 10 seconds left. Like it's going to be control of the New York SubPar. Sasky Shotgunners do have one player there. It's going to be a big battle between Z-Flow. You know, Z-Flow, he has been their guy, breaking into hills, doing what he needs to do, but this time he's going to get down early time. Sasky Shotgunners.
So coming around from Z-Flow, they find gifts if they can. It's going to be Vinny now. Throwing a little bit of shoulders. I don't know. That might have been a yellow card, but he gets taken down anyway. And this one, again, close throughout. It's just been an absolute bloodbath. Now it's going to be Sasky back in the time. But both teams are keeping it mixy. I mean, I'll be honest. This map is playing out a lot different than I thought it would. Granted, I've only been playing it in ranked and, you know, seeing a little bit of it maybe in the CDL over the weekend, but thought it was going to be a lot more slower pace, and that is just not the case. They are running down. BB Slam already with 26. Z-Flow trying to break in and find the kills. Doesn't get taken down. Sasky going to have, what, about a 35, 40-point lead heading back into this P3. It is New York set up for it, though. They got all 4 players there. Got to watch this play from the lower side of the map. We'll see if they're...
They got this opening time as it starts off. A player 8, he made his way all the way to the back, so now his teammates, so now the arrows have to turn, and once they turn, the collapse happened for Sasky Shotgunners as they break in. They're doing a great job now of trying to get this lead. They've got the 30-point lead early, but now they're trying to stretch this out more and more. They're getting ready to cross that 200-point mark. It's going to make the New York SubPar start to sweat just a little bit as they're getting taken down, not being able to get close to the hill. 200, 149, New York SubPar, 26 seconds to go on this hill. Can they keep out these New York SubPar players? The Sasky Shotgunners are just holding down the hill, getting every kill that they need to get and back up Sasky Shotgunners. It's going to be about 224, 149 as we go into this next hill. It's going to be big if you are Sasky Shotgunners. I mean, if you are New York SubPar to hold off Sasky Shotgunners in this hard point.
And like I said, I mean, this is a map where you can easily get a full 50 anywhere. So we just seen it for the side of Sasky. Can New York replicate it? Because they need it really, really bad right now. We've got players all around the hill. It's going to be tough to hold one down. They're doing a good job for the moment, but now the play is in, and it's going to be Sasky breaking through the front. 2 players there, and finding the kills as well. Now only 20 seconds away. I mean, you got to make a play here if you're on the side of New York.
Yeah, man, you gotta make a play. If you're New York, they are gotta crank contest when player 7 wins that battle, and that probably is it for New York SubPar. 10 seconds left, so this is the last push for New York. They're gonna try to break into the Sasky Hill. New York here, Z-Flow's here. He's the first man up. He takes at the NPC. He says it's time to go fast. So he does get the kill. There is a break in, but there's only 10 seconds left. The rotation is gonna be big. 4 seconds for the win if you are Sasky Shotgunners. So this rotation is on. Player 5 playing cutoff on mid. He does find one. Can he find the second? Hill getting ready to pop. Player 4 is here, Shampoo. He finds the opening kill. Player 3 is up next. Not enough time. And New York SubPar take the opening hard point. 250 to I think like 185. I'll be missing the score. I'm sorry, guys. It was just a great game. You saw BB Slam. He started to turn off D-Ron, Shampoo as a unit. They all just started to turn up on this. Like I think it was the second or third set of rotations. And man, the game
we are ready. I love now that we got some updates in this game. We can get into lobbies fast. It's like that should have happened in the first place. But here we are as Shampoo finding that first kill for the side of Sasky, but quick trade there for New York, and back and forth. Now we just got a sniper running down mid, and D-Ron, but he's going to get the kill with the pistol. Jorge in a 1v3. He gets taken down fast round. I didn't expect to talk the whole round, but that was a fast one.
Yeah, man, that was that was pretty fast, man. I just started seeing the kills just start lighting up, man, for Sasky, and I was just like, man, am I gonna be able to get on for this round? Probably not. And that was just, great round right there by Sasky Shotgunners. They say the game, the gunny's warmed up. We see, man, you just cannot run as Sasky Shotgunners. Their gunny is just too good. Shampoo was, got the big two piece, but the big kill right there was D-Ron with the pistol running through mid. I mean, with the sniper running through mid, end up with a pistol kill. Something that you just don't really see in a Search and Destroy. But we got New York SubPar with the bomb now. Look like they're favoring this B side. BB Slam, he's gonna get pushed up all the way into the small building. They know he's here. They put him sides down and they cannot take him down. Vibes does get the first kill onto D-Ron, but he's instantly traded out with a nade. 3v3. Still trying to take this A side. BB Slam makes it 3v2 advantage for Sasky Shotgunners.
Yeah, not sure about that play there from Jorge as he goes into 10 with a Dravik, by the way, even an NPC gets taken down. Gonna leave Vinny left in a 1v2. He's taken down. Sasky are rolling right now. After off of the back of that, again, second half dominance in that map number 1. Starting off here good as well. Rounds. And I think if you're in New York, time to take a breath. Time to slow it down a little bit. You know you're confident in your team. Not to mention, by the way, looking at the standings, this is a big one in terms of playoff implications going forward. Because you got a lot of teams that are kind of crowded in that 2-2, 3-2 kind of area. And look, playoffs are right around the corner, so these matches are huge. And this is a match that can really determine who's making the playoffs. So, think if you're in New York, take a second, breathe, and we'll see. Is Jorge looking to get on the pinch here?
Yeah, she does Jorge. Looking to see if he can find one. Oh, we thought he found one, but he did not. We're switching just so fast. But BB Slam and Shampoo does start. BB Slam gets the first one. Shampoo gets the second one. Gives Sasky Shotgunners that 4-2 advantage. B-side control is all there. She loves Jorge. Does find one. Looking for the second. He's playing with the Dravik still. He does not trust the NPC. He knows he has to use his mid-range to long-range gunfights to try to win battle. But now he's the last man alive. Bomb should be going now on this B-side. She loves Jorge. Is going to have to do a retake.
Sasky, you got the information. So it's going to be real tough, and now you're going to have a brigade of stuns and nades, and I mean, my goodness. Jorge, good luck to you. As he's going to have to check every corner with 27 seconds left. Find one. He does, but he gets traded out. Sasky, keep it moving. Up 3-0 in the search and destroy.
Yeah, I mean, there's those opening kills that they get to single out just a player by themselves is big for this Sasky Shotgunners team. Shampoo 6-2, just picking up where he left off in the search and destroy. I mean, the hard point. Second half of the hard point, like I just said, man, him and D-Ron and D-Ron was just starting to get two pieces. I mean, just all three of them was BB Slam, D-Ron, and Shampoo. All started getting two pieces, but he's the one who's picked it up in the search and destroy. Gifted, man. He got two on there. He's got two gifted on the board. So, I mean, he's doing pretty good himself. BB Slam with 3, D-Ron with 1. So this team is doing pretty good. New York SubPar, like you just said, they got to slow it down, just relax a little bit, make sure they get the kills that work in their favor. D-Ron's working with the big booms. See if he can find what he does. Find the first blood onto the bomb. Okay, looking for a second, but no, he cannot get that second kill. Still have the man advantage if you are Sasky Shotgunners. Bomb is picked up by Vinny. Getting ready to rotate this thing back over to B. Let's see if player 5 makes the read. He does make the read. That's Shampoo, but he gets taken down. Now it's 2v2. Bomb should be making his way towards the A side, but though they stop making the rotation, they're looking for these players. They're getting a little bit panic because this Sasky Shotgunners team has been shooting good. So now this bomb is stuck on this top plaza. I think She Loves George has made the read. Did he see two of those players? The bomb is still stuck. They're trying to look, but he does find BB Slam. There's the last kill. New York SubPar win the round. I think it was kind of crazy at the end, but they figured it out and they won this round, making it 1-3.
A little bit indecisive, but in the end, they got the information as Jorge check those players in dojo and you're able to find those kills. But yeah, not convincing there, and what's happening a lot of the time too is, I mean, they are just down in numbers almost. I don't know what the first bloods are right now, but it feels like it's been Sasky every round, and we'll look out for that here as going into kind of a pivotal round here. New York on the defensive side. Got to try to get a first blood here. You're been on the back foot for a lot of these search and destroy, and they are just running through B. I actually don't hate this play. We'll see if Sasky is ready for it. It's, I mean, 2 ships in the night. They're passing, and this is going to be the A site for free. Jorge does find 1 player, but going to get taken down. Now another, I mean, odd man retake. There's going to be Vibes finding 1 with a boomstick, looking for a second. Somehow just misses that shot. The warning shot is in, and now if you're New York, you got numbers.
Oh, yeah. Flow. BB Slam. Last man alive. 1v2. Bombs over his A side. He's already down. Oh, he's trying to look for Z-Flow, but Z-Flow finds him. Big round out of there by Z-Flow to get 3. Vinny finds 1. And this is another round by New York SubPar, 3-2. Looking like they're trying to figure it out just a little bit.
Yeah, they're starting to kind of gain some confidence, I think. And I like I said, I didn't hate the play that they hit. You know, you're playing as a team. It kind of worked out in your favor as, you know, you get the bomb down to the side of Sasky, but the retake was in pretty handily, and now you're back into this one. If you are New York, look to go back on the offensive side here again. It was another round though where they got first blooded, and they're hanging on for now, but that's not something you want to continue to do. You gotta at some point find some first bloods here, and make your life a little bit easier.
Yeah, man. First blood, the name of the game, especially when it comes to search and destroy. Here we go. Let's see if they can find BB Slam. He's pushing up mid. Oh, he does find the first blood for Sasky. Looking for the second. He finds the second. I mean, Gifted finds the second, but BB finds the third. Now it's just Vinny by himself on this B Street, and he has to pick up the bomb. All Sasky Shotgunners know that the bomb is down in mid. So Vinny is going to have to make the play of plays, and he does find the first. So this is a 1v4. Can he clutch this up? But Sasky Shotgunners, they're playing discipline. They're staying together. He's made all the way to roof. Let's see if he can find 1 more kill on his backside head. He cannot. Sasky Shotgunners to win the round. Go up 42 in the search and destroy.
Yeah, man, dude, New York, you can't let it happen, dude. Like, I mean, you're just getting run at for these first bloods, and it's continuing to catch up to you. It might be 6-0 in first bloods right now. I could be miscounting, but they don't have more than 1 if New York has any of these first bloods. And for it to be 4-2 is kind of a miracle, but you got your swing round coming in. This could really determine how the search and destroy is going to go. It's New York on the defensive side. Looks like they're going to spread the map this time. If you are Sasky, you're taking this over to the A side. And Z-Flow does find 1, which is going to be huge because there was the whole cavalry there. Now the rotation coming in.
Damn, his mom shouldn't. Oh, Bomb was almost making his way down on his A side, but Vibes put the shots in. Now the teamwork is here, forcing Shotgunners to lobby themselves up into that bottom server room, but they're just getting taken down as Vinny and Vibe find the kills. Now it's up to Gifted to see if he can give us a couple before he gets taken down. No, he gets taken down. New York SubPar makes it 4-3.
Like I said, that kill from Z-Flow is huge because you had the whole team there, so at least you traded yourself essentially, make that 3v3. And from that point on, I mean, it was a very quick rotation over for New York. Sasky was trying to get that bomb plant where they could watch it from P4, but they were already there, New York that is, and were able to get them off the bomb and kind of just trap them into that short area. 4-3 now. And it is back to the offensive side. If you are New York, I'm interested in the split here. You got 2 going down mid. Try to play for this first blood, but once again, Sasky with the boomstick, get that first blood.
Got the man advantage. 4-3. Bomb's looking, it's going to make his way. Vibes makes it a 3v3, ties it up. That's good. So this bomb is going back and forth between B to A line. Look like they're going to commit to this B side. See if they can find that player, man, but BB Slam or D-Rod, whoever, it doesn't matter. Whoever it's Sasky Shotgunner player is, he's going to run up mid and just going to make sure they find one. Now it's D-Rod singled up by himself on this A side. Gets out with his life. Oh, he's going for the sniper chow. Oh, but he gets taken down by Z-Flow because Z-Flow is not going to allow that to happen. Now it's up to Vibes. Oh, Vibes finds that one. Gifted in the back. He finds the last kill. Sasky Shotgunners go up 5-3.
Yeah, Do I keep having to say it? The first bloods are bad. I mean, look, you got a last round when Z-Flow, you know, essentially traded himself, but Gifted finding one and one shot. There was the New York player on outer, and you're playing on the back foot every round. This is bound to happen. BB Slam also 10 and 6. That helps. So now, if you're New York, how do you play this on the defensive side? Can you get the first blood? Can you put the pressure on Sasky for once in this Search and Destroy? It really has not happened yet. Now a big hit through mid. He's going to get some shots off. He's got to be careful, though. Does find the kill in the shampoo. He is going to get traded out, though, quickly by BB Slam. This guy has the confidence of... the best confidence of anybody I've seen. He's just running it. D-Flow now finding the kill on the D-Ron, so in favor of New York.
Gifted trades it out though, making a 2v2. Bomb is stuck in this bottom, right in front of Den, in this P1 area. You got Vibes just checking the bomb site, making sure they're not going A. No player is going B, but they know this is going to be an A site. They just have a feeling. Vibes just know it feels like it's going to be an A site. So he's just sitting here waiting for these players to show up. The player sticks in the back. I mean, he's just sitting in the back. Benny Pooh just, I guess he's going to make the late rotation over to B. But there he goes. He sees those players in Den. Now he's got to wait for his teammates to come for the child. His teammates may be too far. There's Gifted right there and Cole trying to make their way to this B site. Hey, there he goes. Vibes back to A. Hey, got juked out. Bomb going down on this B site. Vibes trying to save the map for his team.
Granted, BB Slam gets some shots off, but now you know where this player is coming from. You can just shoulder him, and this is just an annoying spot if you're Vibes, because you know there's really nowhere to go. There's going to be headies if they're on. BB Slam checking in from 10. I mean, infuriating gunfight. You get taken down. Sasky with the win in the Search and Destroy.
Yeah, man, to go up 2-0 in the series is big for them. I mean, big for them. Like you said, they was just on these headies. There was nothing you could do, man. They was both of the guy had it. They both had ARs. Yeah. 3 minutes. That's all you get. Come back quickly. But here we go. Overload on to Scar. New York SubPar. Sasky Shotgunners. Sasky Shotgunners up 2-0 in this series. Looking to close it out here. New York SubPar could force a map 4 and then come out with this overload win. Z-Flow gonna start off with the first blood, and that is for the New York SubPar as he gets the first blood. Colors are kind of switched up on our side, but it's okay. We will try to call it as we see it. There goes She Left George with 2 kills. This ball looks like it's getting ready to make its way. Oh, it already made its way up. New York SubPar starts off with the first score.
They needed it again after what's kind of going on in this series. As they will definitely take that to start this one. And they do have some pressure over toward the side again. I mean, A is free right. A was free, but they get that kill. That's a big one because that could have been a walk-in there for New York for an early 2-0 lead. Sasky, though, comes on the brakes just a little bit. You're not going to check that corner, though, and it's going to be Vibes finding one, looking for that second as well, and gets it. As he is just being managed right now on top green, now finding the kill on the shampoo. Vibes on 5 in a row. He knows he's playing in running motel. He's going to continue to be a problem. BB Slam, though, finally takes him down. And now it's and I was going to say a chance for Sasky to kind of reset here, but Z-Flow running it down, and this has been all New York.
Yeah, now they're trying to work the spawn trap. The spawn trap would have been big with Vinny back there, so that made probably come on his back. But there you go. The pressure is on. Look at G-George Johnson. He's going for another score as Z-Flow gets it in. They're working the spawn trap. If you are Sasky Shotgunners, they're up 2-0 in this overload, trying to force a map 4. They are here. Z-Flow is here. Vibes is here. But BB Slam, man, he's starting to turn up. He's on a 5, looking for that 6, but his teammate takes that away. Bomb is spawning up over here by this P2 side. You got BB Slam trying to make a play, get 6, looking for 7. Oh, he gets the 7th, but he cannot find the 8th as they finally take him down. But the pressure is on now from the Sasky Shotgunners.
Got a little bit of space now for once as well. Maybe do something with it, but the kills, again, going back the way of New York. Gifted, though, finding 2, looking for another as Vinny going to get that kill. New York doing a good job right now. They're really kind of controlling this, and this is the first time I can really say this in our first 3 maps tonight. They feel like they have control of this map right now. They feel like they're kind of dictating the pace and doing a good job at that. BB Slam though absolutely slams Jorge. So now we'll see if Sasky can move up this map, try to get this bomb, get some kills, and get this over to that B site.
Yeah, they're working their way slow, man. You guys just wait for BB Slam to make a play, and then they can go. But there's 3. Make that 4 down for the New York SubPar. Z-Flow, the lead blocker, pushed all the way up. Bomb is currently down, so now Z-Flow's gonna have to play big until his teammates spawn right back up. He's just running around being mixy, but Vinny, Vinny is here. Vinny's on the team that we're talking about. So Sasky Shotgunners is here. Vinny's trying to put the spawn trap in, but he gets taken down. Ball is resetted back over to this P2 side. And then now it's gonna be a full-out sprint for it. Looks like New York SubPar was getting ready to pick it up, but they said, "No, we got to get pushed up. We got to get some of these kills." That's the name of the game, to try to get some of these kills or just leave it there. It's 2 minutes down. Vibes is now gonna pick it up, make his way, and score on this B site.
They have a chance here if they can find that player in the score, which they do, but a little bit of an overchill there. You got 3 players on Sasky over toward that B point. They take him down. But Sasky's really just not been able to do what they've done all series and get out and run and make plays. And now Z-Flow is just going to pick this up for free and score. How about that? So 3-0 New York here early. And this is, I got to be honest, not what I expected after what I've seen in the first 2 maps.
Yeah, man. I mean, some teams just love, just love these type of game modes. You just wait till you get an objective game mode where you gotta get the ball, try to score. They know where the ball is gonna be spying at. But BB Slam trying to get a big 2 before he finally gets taken out. 3-0, 1:45 to go on the clock. We gotta see if New York SubPar, Sasky Shotgunners want to start to turn up here. The Vibes and Co. They're still gonna kill. Oh, he's trying to get a big 2, but BB Slam is there to get a 2 of his own before he gets. BB Slam is still up. You gotta watch out for Z-Flow, but Z-Flow does finally find a big 2 before he gets traded out. Trades are just going back and forth. Ball is resetted back in the middle. So now you got to try to get mid control before you try to pick up the ball. That's what both teams are trying to do. Vibes and Co. trying to work up playing before Vibes gets traded out. They got this ball. They're working their way to this B site, trying to get another score, and he gets the slide in for the score. 4-0 New York SubPar in this overload. I almost said control. We're in this overload on Scar coming out with a good start.
It's funny because the next point I was going to make in that round is, all right, if you're Sasky, you're down 3-0 right now, but hey, can you get 1 on the board heading in round 2, maybe 2? Instead, you give up that 4th point. You're down 4-0 heading into the second half. I still don't know what is the preferred side. I think both sides are viable on this map for scoring. At the start of the year, the side that Sasky's on right now was preferred. So we'll see if offensively they can kind of clear it up. But if you're New York, again, you're in a great spot right now. You can play for this ball to be white. You can play to just be annoying, get the kills, and that's what they'll look to do here. Now send us to a map 4.
And New York, they're gonna. Sasky Shotgunners, they're gonna be trying to push this ball up, trying to get it up as fast as they can to try to get a score on the board. Like you just said, if you're a New York SubPar, you're gonna just play, keep away with the ball, hold the ball, take your time, try to get the kills. But oh no, you're gonna try to score again to try to put the game out of reach if you can. For New York SubPar, do not let a team breathe, and that is the motto for New York. They get taken down. Now this ball is getting pushed up by Sasky, trying to see if they can get a quick kill. Shampoo and Co. is pushed up in this top green. Ball getting pushed up, trying to make his way to the right. It slides in, and New York and Sasky Shotgunners finally put 1 on the board. Shampoo now working a spawn trap of his own, currently on a 6th streak, looking for his 7th kill. Can he see if he can get it? No, he gets taken down before he can find that 2nd, but the ball is in control of Sasky Shotgunners.
You did at least one thing. They needed to get an early score, and that's exactly what they did to try to get themselves back into this one. Because you just do not want to wait until the last second here and really put the pressure on yourself. You get that early score, now we'll see a ball reset back over to that P3 side. And New York right now in a good position to potentially take this, move up the map if they want. The Vibes finding 1, and to get away with his life, and the trade comes in. That's a great play. Now New York might just have this for free on the A site. Unless the God Nade comes in, it's 5-1 New York. They have come out to play. The response there is Z-Flow almost with a great play there. BB Slam takes him down, but I mean, you just essentially cancel out what Sasky came out and did in the first few seconds, and then the kills continue to go their way, and New York going to score again. New York is a damn overload team, is what we're figuring out.
Yeah, man, they can play some Overload. They love Scar, to win the original map. So they probably got all their strategies in. They're ready to go. They know what to do. They know how to get the kills. They know once they get the kills, they know what to do, and that's what we're seeing in this Overload. 6-1, 3:51 to go. 8. If you get 8, that's how you win the game too. So they're looking to see if they can get this 8th score on the board. They're not probably gonna play keep. There's too much time to play this keep away, so they're just gonna keep just keep their gunnies up and fire as much as they can. Ball is stuck over here by this A site, but the pressure is there by the New York SubPar. I mean, by Sasky Shotgunners, trying to see if they can pick it up. It is in their base, but the teams are making it hard. They're trying to see if they get a ball reset, but the ball has not reset yet. It's just been stuck there, and they finally pick it up if you are Sasky Shotgunner. But as soon as they do, George is there to take them down. Now they got the ball, looking to see if they can get this 7th score on the board, and it is in. Z-Flow with 2 big scores and 28 kills on the board. His teammates are all matching them, so this is a big game right here for the New York SubPar.
Yeah, I'm starting to question if I'm seeing the same team I did in map 1 and 2, because, you know, of course, teams have preferred game modes and stuff like that, but they just seem to have, like, a confidence in this map that they didn't have in the first 2 maps. They're running things down, they're not afraid, and it's allowed them to get after this huge lead, and could potentially mercy rule them here with 1 more score. As the kills continuing to go their way. They might do that. D-Ron gonna get 1, but I mean the play going over toward A. Vibes might just catch it now. He is gonna get stopped on the goal line though, so we are not done just yet. But this feels pretty inevitable.
Yeah, shampoo, man. He's picking it back up, 7-1. But I mean, the game is close. There was a player right there in the spot. Vinny Palm is there. He gets a big 3. This could be it if his team can pick up the ball, but the ball has reset it back under plane. So there is control of the bomb. If you are the New York SubPar, they're trying to run it down. Vinny Palm just in their spot, just trying to get as much kills as he can. Pistol out, trying to chow, but he finally gets taken down. Ball is in the hands of these Sasky Shotgun players, trying to get some scores on the board. 2 minutes, 20 seconds is enough time for you to come back and win if you are New York SubPar, but you got to make sure you keep control of that ball. She loved George just band defense like he does do, but the ball is still making its way towards that A site.
I mean, if you're New York at this point, you can kind of just sit on this, but I think they're trying to end this one early. And we'll see if they can do just that. Sasky hung on for dear life, but now it's 3 down, make it 4. Run at this, cap A. This should do it again, unless we get some god names coming in. But Jorge gets it through, and New York absolutely flips the script and dominates in the map 3.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big was a big lesson in Scar Below. I just seen this map played 2 times just really well. The last couple times I just seen Overload being played with not today. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Sasky Shotgunners, New York SubPar 2-1 in the favor of Sasky Shotgunners. Sasky Shotgunners looking to close it out here. New York SubPar looking to force a map 5. This is a mixy P1 as the Sasky Shotgunners will get to that P1 first. Kill feed lighting up in their favor. BB Slam trying to push the action. See if he can find his player on this top little rock area. He does find him. 13 early points going in favor of Sasky Shotgunners.
Vibes, big kill there though, and it's actually a stabilizing situation here if you're New York. They got run down off the rip, but able to get some of this time, and now we'll see if Sasky elects to break in again. They do. NPC out for D-Ron, finding 1, looking for a second. These players playing ring around the roadsy. He does find it, and the rotation to new is already set up here for Sasky, so good start for them. They have a chance to pull away early if they can continue to find these kills. Gifted, can you get away with your life? You can. And let's see if they can find these kills, but the push from New York is good for the moment, as Gifted finding 2, and they're making a mixy over here on the rotation. Gifted finding 3, looking for another one. Slam with the nade. Sasky on the opening 10 seconds here on the P2.
Yeah, man. Gifted was going crazy, man. Currently 7-2 before he finally gets taken down, but it does give his team control of this P2. P2 is one of the harder hills to break in this game. I think P3 is probably the hardest, but P2 is a tough hill to break. So we see Gifted he's trying to hold down further back, and the hill is going back and forth. New York SubPar does got 14 seconds on the board, but Sasky Shotgunners getting those close spawns, spawning up, getting right to this hills, forcing a rotation. 17 seconds left. If you are New York SubPar, you have to rotate. G Love George said, I will attack this hill one last time, but hopefully you don't mess up and mess up the spawns for your team. P3 getting ready to spawn. 56-14 will be the score as we start off on the P3. Z-Flow, big opening too, so that should give his team some early time.
Yeah, as you said, a big opening too, because you didn't want to get this away early, and now the rotation can come in for New York. Watch player number 2 here and Gifted on the flanks. Hot start for him, and now can he find these kills? Gonna check your corners. No, you don't, but you slip by. Find one on the time. Now the
No.
turnaround. Vibes with the kill, but he is traded out. Trade's going back and forth on this hill, but New York once again able to stabilize. Now Shampoo on the pinch. He gets taken down. And what do now if you're Sasky? You don't want to give up rotation over to New. You got player number 4 spawning back P2. They probably need to rotate over to New as New York with a good stretch right here. Getting more Z-Flow with 2. My goodness, that is the NPC at work.
Yes, at his best, at his best. That's where you see it at his best. Cause you saw the mid-range shot, it was a little shaky, but once that guy got close, instant death. But here we go, getting ready to rotate over to this P4. Looks like it's gonna be a very mixy battle, but Sasky Shotgunners are coming up on top. They're currently down this game 59-63. So this is gonna be a big hill for them if they can control this hill. They got the lead now, but they gotta try to stretch it out a little bit as this game is being a little mixy. Just a little deja vu for what we saw from the first hard point before Sasky Shotgunners took control when we got around to the second or third rotations. But here on this first set of rotations, it's a tie game, pretty much tie game, going back and forth. Teams are just trading back and forth. Z-Flow, he has turned it up, got into a flow state. So now he is being that guy for his team. But She Loves George, he is the guy. I mean, Jorge, She Loves Jorge is the guy for his team right now, holding it down. But the break is in for Sasky Shotgunners tie game. 20 seconds left. Do you keep hitting this or do you rotate over to the P1?
Yeah, it felt like Sasky should have a bigger lead than they do, but it will be about a 20-point lead heading into this P1 again. Oh my
Ooh.
vibes. Gifted having a
Wee.
map, but ooh, my goodness. And now it is Sasky back on this opening P1 time. You see New York spawning on that left side of the map looking for the break. It's been mixy so far. Again, it felt like a map where you can kind of hold these hills down for longer extended periods of time, but it's been mixy again, as I've been saying, and Sasky breaking right back in, and it's going to be the same question I had on the Sake. Who eventually is going to be able to chain some hills together, get the game under control, and kind of put this away? As Sasky's looking to do that now.
Yeah, man, they're all just chilling behind that track, just not letting these New York subpars get close to this hill. You know, those headies are strong on P1. People don't understand these are some strong headies to be behind if you are in this P1. But we do got a kill from Vaz. He finds two before he finally gets traded out. Last 7 seconds to go on the clock. Should go in the favor of the Sasky Shotgunners. They should be up 122-88 as we go into this P2. But P2 is all New York from the start. Players are pushing through all the way to the back. Player 4 and player 1 trying to get this pinch, but deep flow is there for the read. Can he find this last player? No, he cannot find him, but the call out is there. So it's going to be up to player 8 to win that battle, and he wins that battle. So there's a good opening 20 seconds for New York subpar. See if they can keep stretching this lead. Players are pushing from the back as Shampoo does get a big 2. Can he find 3? Nope, he cannot. Vinny is there for the trade, but New York subpar, they're holding on to this hill, trying to get the lead to go in their favor.
Sasky break back in for the moment, but now Z-Flow hopping back on this time. And, after the first couple of hills here, basically knotted up where we are to start now. Big rotation coming in, and that's a couple big wins here for Sasky as they had a nice start, but now New York in the lead. Sasky will look to regain that lead here with a big hold. They got the spread across the map, trying to find some of these kills before they can even get near the hill. Vibes, you check your corners. He does, but the kill is going the way of Sasky right now. 3 dead early. You should be able to get the first 20 seconds really uncontested if you're a Sasky. That is huge.
Yeah, this is one of the big money hills I think in this game, especially if you can start getting those, if you get those opening kills that work out in your favor, like we just saw Sasky got to get the lead to turn back in their favor. They're not allowing Sasky to get inside this building. As soon as they touch the building, they are going down. 150 to 137 is the score line. New York SubPar trying to figure out how do we get into this P3 as Vinny Palm does find the first one on the gifted. The pressure is in. Can they find the kills on the LZ Flow? Big two-piece. Vinny Palm finds it up with one. Last 10 seconds going to favor for New York SubPar.
Gifted with a huge opportunity here as well. Does find one, but has two other players to take down on the play. Benny Palm does find the trade on the gifted, but this allows Sasky to move up the map. As if you're gifted, you bought your team time to get back into this hill and play your numbers. BB Slam finding one in the back, but Jorge with the trade. Now it's going to be Mixie around this P4, but again, Gifted getting in. That was a huge play by Gifted to just buy his team some time to get onto this hill. That's exactly what they're doing. And they're going to try to keep New York out here, as New York's still spawning in the back, but they cannot get in right now. Huge play by Gifted. Cannot be understated.
Yeah, man, Gifted is doing what he needs to do. 23-17, being the lead man for his team. Shampoo is following up right behind him with a big two. Let's see if he can find a third. He does find a third player. There's one shot on the hill, but he does get a third. Nonetheless, Gifted follows it up with that fourth kill. Clean wipe for Sasky Shotgunners, looking to stretch their lead out a little bit more. This is what we saw in the first game. The first couple hills, the first set of rotations, it goes a little bit tie game back and forth. But once they start getting to a rhythm, they just start chaining these hills back and forth, and now their lead is 205, 152 as we reset the P1, and they got full P1 control.
Yeah, I mean, as you said perfectly. I mean, they have chained the last three hills together, and New York is in the same spot they were map one. They are just getting killed over and over again. And once this game was once in their lead, and now it is opened up to a 70-point lead if you're a Sasky, looking to close this one out here, as New York just continued to let the pressure get to them. Z-Flow does find one with the cruise, and you're able to get into time and stop the bleeding for a moment. But what a run here for Sasky.
Yeah, man, that's going to be all it for New York SubPar. They're going to have to pick up their gunny. Z-Flow, he has the cruise missiles. He's going to try to get another kill streak, to get another one. Here goes Vinny Palm working his way through the back. This is a big P2. If you are New York SubPar, you got to break it in. Last P2, one in your favor.
Okay.
Let's see if you can make another P2. Spawns have worked out for their favors. His opening time should work out for New York SubPar. They got to watch out for BB Slam. BB Slam with the NPC, trying to take a long-range gunfight, but he's just making his way, trying to get closer and closer as he does find a one. Now it's just him and the last player on the hill. This can be the game for Sasky Shotgunners if New York SubPar do not break back in. Vibes will be the first man up. He tries to find one, but he gets taken down. It's all up to Benny. Benny goes down. 7 seconds left. Only player up is 6-5. They're all spawning up close. So let's see if they can get here. The sprint is in. The sprint is not going to make it. And Sasky Shotgunners win this hard point. I'm not even going to say the score.
I love that. Yeah, look, I mean, again, New York, they kept it close until they didn't, and that was the story of the two hard points here in this map, as this one finishes 250.